The newlyweds, Stephen Wissmann and Jana Wissmann, née Duggar, are the happiest people in the world. Just a few short weeks after the couple tied the knot, Stephen proudly announced the former Counting On star as his wife in front of a large audience. As the first adventure with her in-laws, Jana, who is 35 years old, went to Old Threshers in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. She documented the trip in a video that she uploaded to her YouTube channel on March 19, 2019. Let me introduce myself. My name is Stephen, and my wife will tell you that the cuisine at Old Threshers is my favorite aspect of the restaurant. During the performance, Stephen, who is 31 years old, introduced his wife, Jana, to the audience by handing the microphone to the former TLC singer. "This is Jana, my wife," I said. "What do you like the most about it?" "We were married 2.5 weeks ago, and this is her first year having moved to this location. There are a variety of activities that take place at Old Threshers, ranging from swap meets to festivals. Additionally, the museum is home to a number of exhibits, such as traction steam engines, a family farmhouse that dates back to 1915, agricultural items, and a historic mill." The former cast member of 19 Kids and Counting discussed the fact that there were other locations where individuals may perform music and videotape Stephen and his siblings as they took the stage and gave their performances. Fans of Jana's earlier single State had jokingly referred to her as the Cinderella Duggar. This was due to the fact that she had chosen to be married later in life rather than go through the typical courtship process that her younger siblings had gone through in the past. 2 months after returning to social media after a 2-year vacation, the eldest Duggar daughter, who was born to Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, shocked fans when engagement rumors appeared in July 2024. The reports came only 2 months after she had returned to social media. Once Jana Duggar returned from her trip to South Carolina with her twin brother John David Duggar and his wife Abby Duggar, fans noticed that she was wearing a diamond ring on her left hand in the photographs that she shot during her vacation. Due to the fact that Stephen was her most recent known love relationship, fans immediately believed that it was Stephen. Jana and Stephen have been acquainted for a considerable amount of time. This is due to the fact that Jana's brother Jeremiah, who is 26 years old, married Stephen's sister Hannah Duggar, née Wissmann, in the year 2022. Stephen Wissmann's parents, Lauren and Gloria Wissmann, have 13 children, while Jim Bob Wissmann and Michelle Wissmann, who are both 58 years old, have a brood of 19 children. Both of these individuals hail from big, conservative households. Jana and Stephen's spark never completely faded, and even after they broke up, they continued to be friends with one another. This is despite the fact that they had a short romantic relationship in the past, which finally ended in failure. In the presence of 500 guests, the pair tied the knot on August 15, 2024, in the town of Prairie Grove, Arkansas. Jana confessed shortly after their wedding that their relationship, which was sporadic at the time, had a part in the formation of their connection, and that it was his perseverance that led her to the realization that he was the one. "I think it's just been over time, his character, his coming back, and still loving me no matter what," she said in an interview with People on August 16, 2024. "The fact that we have a large and wacky family is something that I am aware of, and it needs me to continue to be patient with a lot of things. Oh my gosh, there aren't that many individuals that do it. I'm amazed at how few there are. Since I haven't seen him showing any signs of true concern for me, I can only assume that he does." Stephen Wissmann has finally put an end to all of the stories that have been circulating about his union with Jana Duggar, putting an end to the years of doubt and mistrust that have surrounded their relationship. The announcement struck shockwaves through the Duggar audience since Jana, who had been recognized for a long time as the most eligible bachelorette in the family, had kept her relationship status a secret for years. After receiving an official confirmation from Stephen himself, fans are anxious to discover all the specifics of the couple's road to being married. The connection between Jana Duggar and Stephen Wissmann was the subject of speculation for a number of years. In the year 2020, those who were perceptive noted that Jana was spending time with the Wissmann family in Nebraska. This was the first time that the two were connected. Although there was a lot of conjecture, both families stayed silent and neither confirmed or denied that there was any romantic link between them. Recently, Stephen made a daring declaration by referring to Jana as his wife in an emotional social media post. This was the first time that Stephen had made these statements. Not only did the revelation clarify that they were married, but it also put an end to one of the most significant mysteries that had been surrounding the Duggar family over the years. Jana made the decision to keep her courtship and wedding very secret, in contrast to several of her siblings who have had relationships that have been well known within the family. This action was in direct contrast to the Duggar family's long-standing practice of communicating significant relationship milestones to their audience. It is believed by some who are close to the couple that their relationship has become stronger over time, with both parties placing a higher value on their private and genuine connection than they do on public attention. Their wedding, which was said to be a lovely and private event, was held in private, away from the lens of the cameras, and was attended by only their immediate family members and close friends. Although there is a lack of specific information, there have been rumors that the wedding would take place in the countryside of Nebraska, which further solidifies the Wissmann family's involvement in their coming together. A recent post that Stephen made on social media included a picture of himself and Jana, both of whom were beaming with an expression of joy. And simple but profound statement was included below the photograph, which said, "I am thankful each and every day for my lovely wife, Jana. When it comes to time, God is always right." Those who are admirers of Duggar found this statement to be momentous. This not only confirmed the long supposed bond between the two of them, but it also shed light on the qualities that the couple holds dear, which include faith, patience, and a profound dedication to one another between them. For more than a decade, the love life of Jana Duggar has been a matter of intense interest. She suffered a great deal of pressure from fans and the media, who often speculated about the reasons why she stayed single while her younger siblings married one after the other. She was the eldest daughter of the Duggar family who had not yet tied the knot. That Cinderella Duggar, as she was affectionately known, devoted a significant portion of her adult life to assisting in the upbringing of her younger siblings, handling household responsibilities, and pursuing interests like as gardening and interior design. It was obvious that many people anticipated that she would follow in the Duggar family's history of getting married at a young age, despite the fact that she never publicly voiced dissatisfaction with her single status. Now that she is married to Stephen Wissmann, Jana has entered a new phase of her life, one in which she is no longer only the caregiver for the family, but rather a wife who has her own life to live. The newlyweds' followers are curious about what the future holds for them now that their marriage has been made public. Although Jana and Stephen have not disclosed any specifics on their future plans, there are a few alternatives that may be considered based on their lives and the things that they are interested in. Should you choose to make your home in Nebraska or Arkansas? Stephen's family now resides in Nebraska, where they have established a prosperous aviation and commercial enterprise. Jana, on the other hand, has lived in Arkansas for all of her life. Are they going to make their home next to the Wissmann family, or are they going to remain in close proximity to the Duggars? Jana has always had a talent for home remodeling and decorating, and she is considering starting a new business venture. It is possible that she and Stephen may launch a company together. As a pair, they could decide to engage in activities such as flipping homes or working on interior design projects. Expanding their family unit? Given the principles that the Duggar and Wissmann family upholds, many people are already questioning whether or not they will have children in the near future. It is only time that will tell whether or not they decide to have more children, despite the fact that Jana has always stated her passion for children. The natural curiosity that follows the news of a surprise marriage is the question of how the Duggar family responded to the marriage. In spite of the fact that they have not issued an official statement, there are covert indications on social media that indicate an overwhelming amount of support for Jana and Stephen's marriage. Fans were led to assume that Michelle Duggar's latest post, which was a cryptic message about God's perfect timing in all things, was a reference to Jana's new chapter. Michelle Duggar is renowned for posting postings that are both heartwarming and encouraging about the milestones that her children have reached. Other members of Jana's family have also shown their acceptance by or commenting on Stephen's post, which is more evidence of the family's opinion. The admirers of the Duggar family watched and waited for years, wanting to know whether or not Jana would find love and when she would do so. Currently, as Stephen Wissmann joyfully announces her as his wife, It signals the beginning of an exciting new chapter. This new chapter is one in which Jana is no longer only a sister and daughter, but rather a wife and partner. Despite the fact that the specifics are kept confidential, one thing is certain. Jana Duggar has entered her own love story, and she has done it on her own terms. In light of this, her devoted followers couldn't be happier.